New video released by state police is shedding more light on a series of events that happened before, during, and after a deadly crash that state police say was caused by Kyren Lacy.
Yeah, tonight his attorney is speaking exclusively with WDSU. Standing by his comments, Lacy is not to blame for the collision. WDSU's Jonah Gilmore is live breaking down this video for us. Jonah.
Yeah, that video pieced together by state police shows some parts, and while it doesn't tell the full story, many are calling for an outside investigation into the crash, witness statements, and the actions taken after.
Did you still green charger flying that way?
This new video from state police shows the moment a trooper responded to a crash that reportedly involved former LSU standout Kyren Lacy.
There was a green charger that caused all this.
Within seconds of the trooper responding along Highway 20 in Lafourche Parish, witnesses pointed to Lacy's vehicle as the cause.
The green charger collided with these cars?
He went right
He went around that truck, okay? He was passing up with her
right now,
and she had no choice.
The 11-minute state police video shows Lacy speeding in the wrong lane, passing cars in an 18-wheeler in a 40-mile-per-hour zone. His attorney sat down exclusively with WDSU, admitting Lacy was reckless, but insists he didn't cause the crash.
Well, we have video that clearly shows that wasn't even close to what happened.
In the video, you can see Lacy pull up after the crash, briefly braking before pulling off. Still, state police allege his actions prompted our driver to swerve into oncoming traffic, hitting someone head-on.
There is overwhelming evidence in the district attorney's own investigation that raises a lot of questions.
Legal expert Sarah Stravinsky reviewed the 11-minute video. She says Lacy's reckless driving could have led to a civil suit, but believes his actions did not rise to the level of a criminal violation.
Based on some of the witness statements, Kyren Lacy's actions were one part of a complicated chain reaction that ultimately led to an accident. But it's attenuated, and there were lots of different drivers who made lots of different decisions, some of which may also not have been reasonable. And so I just think it's hard to say that this rises to the level of a criminal violation.
Stravinsky calls parts of the case unusual, saying the DA had the discretion to send it to a grand jury or not.
It suggests that maybe they thought there were more facts that a jury should have had to decide upon before this case moved forward.
Lacy's attorney says now that the videos are out, he welcomes an outside investigation, hoping it clears his client's name.
The outcome is justice. So let's keep investigating. I welcome an outside agency. I want to know more. You don't know what we're going to find.
And after Kyren Lacy was initially charged with negligent homicide, the district attorney never accepted the charges. As of now, there's no word on if anyone will face charges for that crash. Reporting live in New Orleans, Jonah Gilmore, WDSU News.